It's March 4th, 2022. This part of the news I don't really listen to. I don't really get it. I don't understand what the humans are talking about. It says rising gas prices. But it does have an interesting point just this one time, or so it would appear. Because in the middle of it, there's a call to action, which I've never heard during this type of journalistic piece. But piece being PIECE, not the other one.
The government today reporting a huge spike in new jobs, signaling the economy is rebounding. But is it doing it at a price? Gas, we know, is surging, up 19 cents a gallon in just the last 2 days. Price of average unleaded in New York State more than $4 a gallon, $3.97 in Connecticut, $3.89 in New Jersey, and it's all made worse by the Russian invasion of Ukraine.
That's what they're reporting. They said this is the source. Again, I don't know if this is just what I'm doing is a citation. Citation. I've got a lot of health issues going on along with some other things, so I don't know what to call my piece for my person during this time period.
Here's Eyewitness News reporter Darla Miles.
I think it's ridiculous. It's been the highest it's been in many years.
More than $4 a gallon and rising. The price of gas in New York literally going up more than 20 cents right before our eyes.
They should try harder to bring the gas prices down because a lot of people have to use their cars to get from one place to the next.
New York is now among 8 states with gas prices above $4 a gallon, the highest since the Great Recession in 2008.
There are more factors in place to make it go up than to go down.
Is that part of the success of the republic? Is that part of the success of the democracy? Because I'm really starting to wonder, just sitting here in a state of health that is not feeling very healthy. It's very sickened, actually, and the moon for the 8th night is missing, which leads me to believe that humans are in a lot more danger than the television is letting on to.
Those factors, inflation, the war in Ukraine, and the upcoming summer travel season. This prompting Republicans to call for an end to environmentally conscious energy policy.
Now, today they made a statement in Russia, which I'm going to try to be cognizant of as long as my memory is working, to not say the two words out of respect. But not just respect for them, but respect for the fact that the moon is missing. And globally, I'm just really concerned, and I don't know where the concern I should be having is mostly coming from or to. But this piece is interesting. This is, I guess, do you call her a legislator? I mean, she's a representative of something. I don't know how to label her. Oh, on her scarf it says NYPD, but that doesn't mean that she really is NYPD. And then it says House of Representatives, United States of America, but I don't know who grants her that level of importance or position. I mean, she's part of a failing democracy in New York. So, and that United States of America tagline or coined phrase at the moment really frightens me when I look at meetings that they're posting on this same type of apparatus from the UN as their, like, I don't know, is that their ambassador? Is that their speaker? I don't know how that one works, but that's really confusing. But she's got this symbol here that looks very official. Looks very official. And then there's, I mean, again, it's more of what's grown over the last several generations as things are getting almost in North America. I mean, there's greenback paper and there's a wall, and it's North America. So I don't quite understand the whatever and whatever.
We would like to see the Biden administration lift his executive orders and restart the construction of the Keystone Pipeline. We want to end the federal freeze on all new oil and gas projects.
Along the New Jersey Turnpike and Garden State Parkway today, the price per gallon creeping closer to $4.
Now this one right here, A+. That's a good number sign. I mean, just saying. I did tell a man who said that he liked the number 7. I go, who likes the number 7? I did tell him I like the number 3 and 8. I said, I really don't know which one I like better. I mean, I guess 3 is like a broken 8, but like, I don't know.
At $3.87, up 11 cents in the last 2 weeks.
You're just spending money on gas.
And which means you're not spending money on what else?
Food and stuff like that.
And at the rate in which these prices are rising, the national average is soon expected to hit $4 a gallon instead of just a handful of states. Along the New Jersey Turnpike, Darla Miles, Channel 7 Eyewitness News.
Justin?
Like, what does that really mean? Like, again, public school education, meaning that I went into a building where they held me captive in the state of New York under their failing democracy. 2 generations prior to my arrival, which nobody talks about it as a failing democracy or failing republic. They just say whatever. And so they don't really say much of anything. And so they hold you captive in this building for the first good like portion of your life when you're young, and you should be out exercising and like contributing and learning things from like the great ancestors or ancient ancestors that came before you that know things. Instead, they have us locked in a building, trying to, like, I guess, waste time, but still give a sense of whatever. So they really don't talk much about gas prices. They don't even explain what it means. I mean, again, when my dad was little, they didn't even have a car. Now it's like unheard of in my children's day. I'm like that, like, weird barometer. My grandfather had a car, but he never really went anywhere. And he had the same car from when he bought it in, like, the 70s until almost his death in the 90s. Which is, like, an unheard of thing today, too, in New York. These are not changes for the better. And I don't know what goes, it's peat moss, oil, and some kind of alcohol. What goes into the whole pricing structure of this? I don't even know what they call it. Because they don't really educate the average person on it. They just introduce these things, they introduce the systems, and you just have to participate in it. And then they dance around, like they just work around you, like as if you don't even exist. And they've just been trying to take over. It's really frightening. It's *1978, *8378, Nicole Cattaruzza, Earth, solar system, Milky Way, universe, galaxy is broken. It's Bayside Station, Bayside, New York, 11361.